What's up, everybody? Joshua Cries here. Just wanted to make a quick video about overcoming the fear of cold calling. Cold calls, whether you like them or not, they are key to starting a business or even growing an existing business to the next level. Thanks for tuning in to the video. Thank you for checking it out. But basically just want to share some of the tips that I use in regards to my cold calls when I do cold calls. So, for example, cold calls could be anything from picking up the phones and dialing a new lead list, maybe going door knocking, or walking into a business to go and present them your product, whether it be marketing or whatever it is. Those are the type of cold calls I'm talking about. So whatever your job inquires or requires of you, you ultimately need to conquer the fear of cold calling and ultimately the fear of rejection. Now listen, the fear associated with cold calls is mainly derived from your past negative experiences that you may or may not have had when you were doing cold calls, or if you've ever done cold calls. For example, someone just being outright rude and belittling you, it's literally nothing that you've done to them. It's probably more them than it is you. And what I mean is that they have possibly had just gotten to a heated conversation with a loved one, a spouse, or whatnot. Maybe they have just learned that they lost their job. Maybe they just learned about some great loss in their life or in somebody's life that they know, and they may just be in a pure out just bad mood altogether. I mean, it's not you, and you just so happen to be in their path at that time, and they kind of took it out on you. So guess what? The very first tip that I share with people and what I use myself is to simply just move on. Go to the next house. Go to the next person. Go to the next phone call. Go to the next business. So basically that's the first tip of 3 that I'm going to give to you in this video. The second tip is that you got to understand what your why is, okay? Understand that your why or the reason you're doing this, it has to be greater than the reluctance that you have to make these calls. In other words, the potential gain or the outcome of that next call should outweigh the fear of going into that next call. That's tip number 2. The next thing is third. It's probably the most important thing is to get yourself psychologically ready. Get your mind right. All right. So, for example, some of the things that I do is I'll watch a video of somebody that is doing cold calls, or I'll watch a video about cold calls to help me be encouraged to move on and get into the cold calling session. So watch this video, just to know that, hey, I'm not the only one doing cold calls. Other people do cold calls, and just feel that comfort that, hey, there's other people out there doing this hard stuff. And then, like I said, watch videos very similar to this, or of people doing cold calls. You can find them all over YouTube. The other thing too, by doing that is just really literally getting yourself pumped up for your cold calling session. The next thing too is to practice your scripts. Go over your scripts, continually maybe work with somebody, an accountability partner. You could even call me. All my contact information is here, and you can work with me on scripts ahead of time. I mean, I don't mind doing that. It's just scripting is important, and that helps get the ice broken for the conversation, for the cold call. And always remember that you don't have to love or like doing these cold calls, but they are essential to your business. So you kind of have to do them. And I'll leave you with a quote from Tom Hopkins. He says, "Do what you fear most, and you will control the fear." Now, I hope this video has helped with your sales call reluctance or your cold call reluctance. So for more free content, follow me on Instagram at Joshua_Cries. It's real easy to find me there. You could go ahead and message me there if you have any questions, or if you want to go over scripts, or if you need some help with scripting. You can certainly go there, and I could chat with you via Instagram. You also reach out to me these videos on the comments, and I can see what I can do to help you improve and overcome your fear of sales calls. please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notifications button. That way you'll be alerted and you'll know when this new content comes out, the free content that I'm giving out as far as sales training goes. It's more than just sales training though. It's time management training. You'll see videos of that on there. Personal development and managing businesses. Those are the things that I'm working with and working with a few people on. So a couple more things. Also, please find the links in the description below of two of my favorite books that kind of helped me out with sales calls. Basically, starting with Why by Simon Sinek. That's a great book to get that why, to get your big why in place, and so you can mentally focus on that. And the other thing too is look at Tom Hopkins' book, How to Master the Art of Selling. Sounds cheesy, but it's a good one. Check it out. Stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notifications bar. You guys all be safe and have a good one. We'll talk to you and we'll see you on the next video.